Hi, folks. How you doing today? It's Thomas. Uh, Hope you guys are doing okay. I'm doing fine. I am getting ready to go to work, and it's a hot day outside. Just had a thunderstorm, but it is what it is. That's what it is. So, thank you very much for coming and for enjoying my stream today. I'm just going to try and have a stream released every day, released for the next couple of days anyway. I'm trying to build my people come to see me. Uh, if you like my content, please check me out. I'm also on um, Facebook, and I'm also on Instagram also, and Rumble as well. But anyway, today's topic involves investing, and what had happened is that my wife had told me this morning that my son was going to was thinking about investing some money in something, and she couldn't really make heads or tails out of it. So she wanted me to inquire more about it, and I said okay. My wife, she's not really an investor. All she does is in the 401k. And if I tried to talk to her about it or talk about investment stuff, that kind of thing, um, I give a little more information, and she gets frustrated. And next thing you know, um, it's like trying to beat a dead horse. You can beat it, but it's not going anywhere. That's it. Show's over, folks. So she left it to me to talk to my son, and I said, okay, I'll give it a shot. So um, later on this morning, we had a discussion, and I asked my son, I said, well, your mother wanted me to talk to you about some type of investment that you want to discuss. And she said, she couldn't help you. So maybe I could help you. So long story short is this. My son told me that a friend of his, one of his schoolmates, told him of his father who owns a business and wanted my son, to invest some funds so that he can enjoy some type of profits. A little bit more into the questioning, he said that this was a friend of his, and he's African, and the the place is a farm in Africa, and his father produces a lot of agricultural things, plants, food stuffs, and that kind of thing. And the son says that if he invests $1,000 in about a year, my son will make about $65,000. Okay, uh, and I said, okay. So okay, my antenna was going off like this, but I'm trying to, he's my son, he's a teen, you know, so I'm trying to softball this as much as I can. So when I started questioning him about this, I said, well, okay, son, you told me that he makes, he has agricultural products and things like that. Have you seen any of the financials, like how much this property makes, how much money does it take to run the business? Have you seen anything financial that would make you want to invest in this? And he said no. The only thing that he's heard is that his friend told him that it makes a lot of money and that it's very profitable. But as far as any financial statements or anything like that, he has not seen anything. Okay, so then I asked him, how do you know this thing is going to make a profit? Then my son says, oh, it's guaranteed that it's going to make a profit because my friend told me it's going to. And I said to him, I said, son, just because somebody say it's guaranteed does not mean it's going to count. It's going to happen. I can write you a check for $1,000,000. Doesn't mean I have any money in it. I can say it's guaranteed too. Eventually, it might have $1,000,000 in there, but right now it doesn't. So that guaranteed is worthless. But Dad, he told me that I can make this much money. So I said, son, you know, that's not how it works. And um, you know, this is not investing. This is speculation. You're speculating that in a year you're going to make $68,000 from this $1,000 investment. That doesn't make sense. Oh, Dad, no, no, no. And then I'm trying to be calm about this. I said, son, I said, listen, I've had I speculated before, okay, and I've had stuff blow up in my face, okay. Case example, I put a lot of money into GM in 2008. GM blew up in my face. It the company was insolvent. Boom! I lost my money. Did I get anything out of it? No. I got hurt feelings. So, and I told the son, I said, look, this does not sound good to me. It's more speculation. Oh, Dad. So then he started to get a little hot, bothered. He started to feel defensive, all that kind of thing. And I eased back. I said, I can tell that you are that you that you already kind of made your decision up, okay? And even though had this discussion, you're willing to go this way, okay? So this is what I said. I said, well, I'll tell you what. All right, well, you go ahead and do you, and I'm gonna do me, okay? So in a year, if you make the $65,000, I hope you make it. If you don't, I won't hear anything about it. I don't want to hear about it because I told you, I warned you, but you want to proceed anyway, okay? So you've already decided on what you want to do with $1,000. He says, Dad, it's only $1,000. Yes, only $1,000, but that's your $1,000. You can put that in something else. But I stepped back. I said, look, it's your money, and you do what you need to do. So with that, he went this way, and I went like this, and I said, okay. Now, pretext. My son is not stupid, although sometimes I think he might be. But he went to a private school, and they talked to him about how to protect your money, how to safely invest your money, and they also told him things about problems in investing. So my sons had these classes. I said, okay, well, then you should have a body of knowledge about what things you should and what you should not do. And he says, Dad, I just do this because I want something to do. But I said, okay. So, and my thing is this: as a father, I gotta protect my son. Okay, but it goes only so far. Okay, I can only direct him, but he's going to have to learn the hard way. So when he loses his $1,000, hopefully that he'll understand. But we're going to see that. Okay. So when we talk about investing, we talk to my son, and I said he had these classes. One thing that one of my pastors, he's a pastor in Virginia, and he says every year he reads this book called The Wealthiest Man in Babylon. Okay. This is an old book, a very old book. And my pastor says he reads it once a year, and I'm going to start doing that once a year. And what this is talks about money management and how you should manage your money so that you can become a wealthy person. I've also read things like the wealthy barber, and I've read that like about 5, 6 times. I've also attended Financial Peace University. I've also listened to my Rabbi Lappin, and he talks about um, wealth and how to manage your money along with other things. So I have a body of knowledge that I have, and I try to use. And but going back to this, going back to The Wealthiest Man in Babylon, it's a good book. And um, I was when I had this was watching my pastor, and this is the church is in Mount Gilead in Virginia, um, very powerful um, place. Um, but he talked about um, this book, and I'm like, I read the book, and I said, well, I want you to read it, son. And he told me, my son told me, oh, I don't read. Okay. Okay. So what do you do? Oh, I just highlight, but I don't read. Okay. All right. Well, if you're going to treat yourself like that, then, you're just setting yourself up for a fall. I said, okay, son. But I gave him the book, and, and it sat on his bureau for about 3 weeks. He said he glanced at it, but he didn't look at it. And I just said, son, this information is good for you. Um, I wish you would partake in it. And he's like, whatever. I'm going to do something else. Okay. All right. So a hard head makes a soft butt. And I'm like, okay, well, you just go ahead and do you. And when you lose all this money, okay. But anyway, that's what I was thinking about when we had this conversation with my son. And I was like, okay, well, this kind of reminded me of one of the stories that was in the this book, and about the speculation situation. And I'm gonna call back to the 5 laws of gold. Okay, I'm gonna show it to you in just a second here. Okay, all right, the 5 laws of gold. Um, and the one that really got me um, was this the third one, and I'm trying to get a better look at this. But it says, gold clingeth to the protection of the cautious owner who invested. Okay, so what does that mean? Gold will stick by the people who protect it. By you throwing your $1,000 away like that, you're not protecting it. You're just out there just to get a profit. And that really that really disturbs me. And I said, son, you can't do that. You got to protect your investment. And by you not knowing anything about this man's farm, you don't know anything about. You've never been there. You don't know anything about farming. You don't know anything except for what this guy told you. That makes you look stupid. That makes you look completely stupid because you don't know anything about the farming business. You've never been to Africa, so you don't know what the soil conditions are. You don't know anything about that. You don't know how much business he's had last year, how much business he had this year. You don't know anything. You don't know any financials about this place. So you just gonna just give $1,000 to this man who hopefully is going to make it into something big, but you don't know anything about it. And I just said to myself, I said, what are you doing? You can't operate this way. And, and one of the stories in the wealthy in this book talked about a guy. He was invest his money into making some into doing some silks, and no, I think these were rubies. And the guy went to get the rubies, and the guys got robbed. So he didn't have anything, and then the guy came back. Oh, I ain't got nothing, but I gave you my money. It was a guarantee you gonna do this. Guess what? I guarantee we got robbed. So you don't know anything about the business. If you don't know anything about the business, then why are you putting your money in it? So I told my son, I said, well, this is going to be a hard lesson for you. But one day, when you decide to fess up, you'll understand what I'm talking about. You know, investing your money is, you have to know something about that. Or if you're going to invest in your money, do it wisely. Just don't throw money out. If you want to do that, then go to 7-Eleven and go get yourself $1,000 worth of lottery tickets, okay, and see how well that works out for you. No. So anyway, I think that's all I have to talk about for you guys on this one. I hope you guys have a good day, and I know I'm gonna have a good day. I'm working and did some exercise today, so I'm blessed, and so you guys take care. It's Thomas. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Please leave a comment about if you liked it or not, or maybe some topics you want to suggest. I'll see what's going on tomorrow. Tomorrow, it's my Friday, so I'm going to be off for Saturday and Sunday. My birthday's coming up next week. I'm going to be a certain age, but anyway, you guys take care. I'm out.